Hi, I'm Mary Wilson, and in addition to being a homeschooling mom of 4 kids, I teach book clubs for kids on Outschool, mainly because now my kids have grown and the youngest one is now 15. So while I offer lots of different book clubs throughout the school year for homeschool students, in the summer we like to do something a little different, and I like to offer book and movie clubs. One thing I love about summer book and movie clubs is that kids have a lot of opinions when it comes to seeing their favorite books. this stack here. Oh, it's upside down. Being put up on the big screen. And I love that because it's always an exciting conversation of what they loved and didn't love, seeing these books come to life. Maybe it's a character that they hate the way they did it, or the setting wasn't how they pictured it. Sometimes the movies change a lot of plot points. So it's always a fun discussion during the summer. Another thing to add is that my summer book and movie club students get the first chance to register for any available seats in my school year book clubs. So during the school year, I have monthly fiction and weekly graphic novel. Oh, this it's backwards, this side. Weekly graphic novel book clubs, and my summer students um, get first dibs at available seats. So it's a great opportunity if you're considering joining me for a school year book club to hop on in during the summer. It will give your child a chance to see if they like having a book club with me, if that's a good fit for them, if they even like a book club online at all. And then you'll have an opportunity to register or join the wait list first for school year book clubs. So I have a wide variety happening this summer, and real quick, I'm going to go through the titles and then give you the details about registration and how your child can join and all of those great things. So this summer, I actually have 2 graphic novels that have become movies that we're doing. First one is Nimona, which will be for the older group, like ages 12 to 15. We also have Artemis Fowl, which will be for ages 10 to 13. And these are approximate age ranges. We'll talk about that. A Series of Unfortunate Events, The Bad Beginning, which will be for ages 9 to 12. Prince Caspian will be for ages 10 to 13. How to Train Your Dragon, which we will partner with the brand new live action film. Ella Enchanted, for ages 10 to 12. Then we have our other graphic novel, Dogman. We'll actually encourage the students to read books 1 to 3 because they will all those characters will be part of the movie. That is ages 8 to 10. The Giver for some of the older kids, ages 12 to 15. Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters for ages 10 to 13. And finally, The Fantastic Mr. Fox for the younger set, ages 8 to 10. So there is a wide variety of options, and I hope your children will find one that they are excited to join for some sneaky summer learning. If you want to find the details of the exact days and times that these are being offered, I have the schedule linked below. I also have a link to my Outschool teacher profile page, and that is where you can go to register on Thursday, May 1st at noon Eastern. You can check out the classes and then pick some for your own children that fit into your schedule this summer. When you register, you'll get a little note from me, and it will include a packet with lots of frequently asked questions about how book club works and what you should be prepared for. I'm doing things a little different this summer, so I have just some general questions that we will probably discuss at each book club, so your child can think about those when they're reading. Of course, I'll probably add in some more book specific questions. And then there's always a guide to questions that compare the book to the movie. And we use these bold headings. We put them on a spinner during our movie meeting, and then I spin the spinner, and whichever one it lands on, that's where we begin our discussion, and we talk about some of the observations they made comparing the book to the movie for that particular category. The end of our book discussion, which is our first meeting, we always place categories. So for each book and movie club, they will have a different word here, and they try to come up with words that start that begin with each of these letters, original words that are based around the book. And it's always fun to share those and to see the impressive vocabulary some of these kids have. And then for our movie meeting, we will end playing Would You Rather. And the kids bring a would you rather question to ask the group. And then we share which we would rather do. And that should be inspired also by the book or movie at that point, because they will have seen both. A few of the questions that I get, one is about the age range. So when I give an age range, it's just what I am gearing the class toward and what the book or movie is geared toward. I look at Common Sense Media and other outlets like that to kind of see what age range is suggested for the content of a book or movie. Obviously, you as a parent should definitely check the content, especially for the older ones like Nimona and The Giver. Make sure you're comfortable with anything in there, any language or incidences that might occur, and then you can register your child. Now, if you have a child who's a year or two older and they are interested, let's say in a book like Fantastic Mr. Fox, even though it's geared to 8 to 10-year-olds, there's nothing saying a 12-year-old can't enjoy that book. Usually that's not a problem. You can reach out to me and we can definitely work that out. If you have a child who is significantly more than a year younger than the suggested range, then definitely reach out to me and we can talk about that being a good fit, or why you think your child really would love to do that particular one, and just make sure you're aware of anything they might encounter. Another question I get a lot is siblings. Do they have to both have their own registration, or can one register and they both join? They do need to each have their own registration. I try to keep my classes a small group so that they can be interactive and people feel comfortable participating. So it's important to me that I have the number of students that have actually registered and not additional students who then would be joining that conversation that I had not planned on. Now, they can share a screen, they can join in on the same device as long as they are both registered for the class. So again, the details of registration, because that's the big thing, is if you plan to register, you want to check out the schedule. There's a link below where all of the classes are listed on my website with the schedule of what days and times they'll be offered. And there's registration buttons for each class. The class will not be available for registration until May 1st, which will be a Thursday, May 1st, 2025 at noon Eastern. So that's when you can click those links and head over to register. All right, if you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to have your child join me. It is always a fun and relaxed time at book club. All right, thanks so much, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below.